Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Monday, December 16th, 2024. Sorry about missing yesterday's video report. I kind of made an unexpected little road trip to Jacksonville, and I left on Friday, and I didn't get back until late on a Saturday, so I'm on Sunday, and I missed that. Went to go see the Jets win. Oh, not even sure why I wanted them to, but in any case, it's torture being they're a fan of the Jets. So let's get started. We saw the Bulls start with a gap up today. I wasn't really quite sure the rhyme and reason to it, but in any case, we gapped up, had a quick pullback, and then just kind of started chopping around, and then grinded higher up until really the last hour of trading, and then we gave back a big chunk of it, and then ended the day at plus 22. But you can see, this is on a short term. This is only a 5-minute chart. You can see that we had sell signals. So seeing some type of where the impulse move was going to retrace, this kind of made sense with it. So let's take a look at the 15-minute chart, and here let's take a look at things. Hang on one second. I forgot I just opened this up. Okay, so here you can see this was the resistance area right here. This is also the gap getting close. So the Bulls got it in between these levels here. It ended up closing back below. But in any case, it's this was the area that we were thinking you were going to see some sellers step in. It made it a little bit above the gap, but that's when we did see selling. Then we saw towards the end of the day, the last 15 minutes, we saw buying step in. So the seasonality trade, it's still there. It's still running. It's a bullish time period for the stock market. If you're going to take short positions, you want to do it a couple ways. One is actually have they close out that day, and you really don't try for any big swing trades. Or what you do is just use this strength over the next 30 days and just build very small positions, or I would say, even lighten up on your portfolio if you're long. We're going to get a hiccup in this market. It could be 20%. It could be a little bit more. Does not mean I'm not bullish on this economy with President Trump coming in. It's just we've gotten way too high, way too fast, and valuations are going to start playing a role in things, and I know they are very, very elevated right now. So to see fund managers start putting in a lot of new money, I just don't think it's going to happen. So what they'll be doing is they're going to be selling their top stocks to kind of bring back down the average for that. And buying the stocks that are getting torn apart that they own, and it's going to be a rotation. But the problem is with the rotation, if we see that take place, it's probably going to be out of the top names that are very, very overvalued. So you have like your Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. So if they start say cleaning up not cleaning, but say averaging out their portfolio a little bit more, and they're going to sell some of their good ones, and it happens that their good ones that they have are in the tops, the big 7 that has been moving the market. You can see this market move down pretty quickly. But as I said, right now it's a bullish time. I'm just saying you need to start preparing, because I don't think it's that far away that we're going to start see some real volatility kick into this market. So you can see the bears pushed it down to the 50-day moving average. Buyers stepped in. These are now, we can move up the resistance levels and say, all right, it's at today's highs. So 60.84, and then we can just, kind of keep it right here. So if the bulls get above the 60.77 area, then they're probably going to be coming up and testing the 60.84. Above that, then we start looking at some new highs. But right now, it's one of the things that, like I said, the 15-minute chart, we have sell signals. We have sell signals on the 60-minute charts. So there's a lot of signals out there that are, that are screaming to be careful. And if they take out these lows right here, because what this pattern pretty much looks at, looks like to me, is that we're making some kind of little, triangle right here. So typically, being that it's made at the top of the pattern here, and it still may. I mean, but what this is the pennant will come down, test this support line right around that 60.47, and then if it's a bullish pennant, what's going to happen is it's going to shoot out, or a bullish triangle, it's going to break out of the top here, and we would probably see 60.27. I'd say 80 points. So we would be an 80-point move above here. That would bring us into the 61.70 area. That's if it breaks to the upside. Now, if it breaks to the downside, we're looking at about an 80-point move. That would be coming from right around this 60.40. So that brings us all the way back below to 5,900. So these are some of your important levels that we want to watch. We just want to keep an eye on this pattern right here. If it breaks above, then again, we can just use a target from the pattern and say, this is where we think it's going to go. If it breaks to the downside, you just want to look for where the normal support levels are. But if it breaks to the downside target is going to be somewhere around that I would say, hang on one second, let me just see where this is. So 60.43. So, yeah, I would say the 59.60 area. So when you say 59.73 is it's a pivot, 50% pivot. If it comes down and does the 59.43, then we're doing 62%. So these are some targets to look for. Again, on the upside, it's probably going to be right around that 61.40-ish, and on the downside, it's going to be pretty close to that 61.40. This would be 59, say 60 in that area there. So, pretty overbought on the stochastics. Again, we had these sell signals. Maybe this was it, but I just think personally it's things are getting a little dangerous out there, and like I said, seasonality wise, it's on the side of the bulls, but you have to just look both ways right now because things are getting pretty stretched. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.